was tired of being alone, and she felt like daddy was never home. Okay, let's do a read. So I love you. Ooh, Three of Cups. Somebody's gonna get a work or a promotion celebration, motherfuckers. And Tower in the reverse. That's what? Double Tower in the reverse. I've never saw that before. I've never seen two towers in the reverse. That's a big deal, dude. Holy macadizzle. I've never even thought about us going through two towers at once. That's crazy. Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. That's like a really good way to say that we've been through a lot. The Wheel of Fortune in the reverse when it comes to true love or a love matter, something that you thought was true love, but it's saying that it's coming up as family, and I feel like that is true love. We do truly love our family. Some of us had to shut the door on those bitches, and we had to stand up for our fucking self. And you did truly fucking love them, bro. There's no lie about that. And the family fighting honestly came to an end because you fucking are not part of it. You're like, I'm done. I don't care about it anymore. I want the best for all of you. And that's truly how you feel. So if that's how people want to treat you, then they can remain where they are. You're elevating. You're not putting anybody down. People put themselves down when they be mean to other people. So we always talk about what to pay attention to. It says I bury myself in work to forget you, bitch, in the reverse. So that's awesome. This new opportunity is gonna be something that you enjoy. And that's what a career is. The smart way to go about a career is you always have some main thing going. People make the mistake a lot with their side career, like their hobby, by not having a main job sometimes and being responsible. And then they also make a mistake sometimes by having a main job and then forgetting their hobby. So if you're somebody who's been working really hard on a side hobby, whether it's social media, whether it's music, whether it's fucking a craft, creating something, I've just seen such beautiful pieces of work out there that a lot of just people that are out here on Craigslist have done. And like they did these beautiful pieces of wood, for example, to come to mind. This person could take any piece of wood and make any piece of beautiful fucking furniture out of it. And it was that shiny, glossy, fucking polished, smooth, fucking glorious fucking, wooden table with the big old fucking oak tree where you could see the oak in the middle of it. Like he could do all of that, and it was literally I can't think of any work that wasn't as good as his, and he was just starting and trying to promote shit just like on Craigslist and shit. So it's like examples like that that are just gonna pop off. You're the right kind of people who are about to find you guys, and that's the best and most important thing. When you understand that there's something called a soul tribe out there, then you don't have to be surrounded by people that don't even like who you are. And you're like, why are you here, baby? Moo! Okay. Bitch, get out the way. I said moo. Bitch, get out the way. I said, okay, stop. Hang on. Sing another one for you. I want to sing for you, okay? Okay, hang on. When I'm at work and I don't want to talk to somebody, I always carry a clipboard. And it doesn't matter. This is a really nice size clipboard. This is what worked even better. And then they walk up to you and they want to ask you if you don't want to talk to somebody, you just carry a clipboard around and then you just look really busy. And then whenever they try to stop you, you'd be like, this is a really nice size clipboard. This way you can cover your whole face and you're looking busy and you might look like you're carrying too much. And then when that annoying person comes to talk to you, because you already know they're on their way, because that's why you picked up your clipboard. And you see them before they see you, because you're a genius. And when they get to you, they're going to be like, oh, yeah, what's going on, Linda? And they're going to be like, oh, are you busy? And you're going to be like, no, well, yeah, I am kind of busy. What's going on? And you're going to look really busy, and they're going to just not talk to you at that point. That's one good way to get rid of somebody at work that's annoying. Another great way to get rid of somebody at work that I think is so funny to do is carry a floss pick with you. And when they get, because they cannot help but talk to you. Dumb bitches cannot help but talk to you, dude. Start flossing your teeth and just flick the, it just like, just casually just like keep flossing your teeth and flicking towards them. That's one easy peasy way to get those bitches away. Farting, it works every fucking time. Anytime basically, if you want to get rid of somebody who is a bitch or just harasses you ever, in a funny way and you want to giggle about it, bitches cannot stand weird people or stinky. They get so upset about that. But if you match a bitch by if you laugh at them or if you cry, either way, they fucking literally can seem to like target you longer about that. But if they're weirded out, it works every fucking time. Just weird a bitch out. Sometimes to get rid of a date, I will actually pretend that I'm pregnant. Just to be funny about it. I didn't mean to start doing that, but if I ask for chocolate milk, a lot of the guys think that I'm asking for chocolate milk for my baby. So now it's just a funny thing to say. But I think it's just really funny to play more, just to enjoy life and have more fun. Life is going to always give you lemons, as they call it in most people's case. But if you are just happy and you can try your best to smile and laugh through all the things and just know that that's how a lot of people are, most of them, then you'll get through anything by just having a good time. I replay our conversations over and over in the reverse. Dude, life is getting really good for you. Really, really good for you because you had realizations where you saw the greatness in yourself. You've always known you were amazing, and you've also always believed in the dreams that you've had. You've also been somebody who can look back. Oh my gosh, my arm is swollen. But you can look back your whole life and literally see where you questioned your elders and you have known from literal toddlerhood that your elders were not doing, something was wrong. You I don't want to say that we knew that they were wrong people, but I knew even young that I didn't have the same beliefs as the people around me. At 3 even, I knew that. I knew and respected the fact that other people most people didn't not want to do what I wanted to do. I knew that at 3. And I remember listening to how things I was supposed to do, were supposed to go, and how the real world, this and that went. Believe in yourself and you'll be unstoppable. Exactly. I just listened. Be savage, not average. You are amazing. Ace of Cups. That's great, dude. What? Queen of Cups. And then you're putting the Knight of Wands in the reverse, dude. And I hate this bitch. She's the dramatic fucking little drama girl boyfriend. Either way, whether it's a girl or a guy, they're fucking drama. This is gonna be your relationship here where you were just, it was toxic as fuck. You were fighting. The communication was really poor. It's in the reverse. You dumped that bitch. Yeah, and then now you have a Queen of Cups and you have the Ace of Cups, dude. You have the ultimate ace love right there. The Queen of Cups is the best lover in the deck. And then overall energy is Ace of Cups, which is the best kind of love you could possibly fucking have. On top of a fucking work celebration, and you're leaving every single negative person finally, literally in the past. And not even just that, but you don't replay the conversations over and over. You done did that. You've already fucking asked them many times, do you want to talk about this? Is there anything that you want to work out before I leave? Like I'm literally like sad in my heart and I'm trying to work this out with you. We've said it all. And the entire time, they forgot. They didn't realize one fucking thing. They knew what they were doing. They knew what we were doing. They knew we were begging for their love, time, attention, respect. They fucking took, the one thing that they have never had happen, or that they didn't even notice why the fuck happened when they were left before, was that you can be left for treating people like that. Some people, yes, they may have what we call lower fucking self-respect standards, or fucking, how they feel about themselves. But that's not even true, bro. Some people never learned respect. I learned that finally later on in life. I finally found great mentors in my life who respected me and taught me that shit. And when I fucking had a realization that no, that is what I was challenging at a 3-year-old, even myself then. Like, bro, you can say whatever you want, but tell me, I don't feel right when you're talking. I don't think you look right when you're talking. You look angry. I pay attention to that. How is somebody feeling or talking when they're fucking giving us advice, bro? You need to chill the fuck out. Like, if your life is not positive for you, why would you be telling me how to live mine? We both know I am not the one for you in the reverse. Yeah, you know. You've known, like I said, your whole life. Like, people are fucking, really honestly, pretty petty. Um, and it's just sucks to see it for what it is a lot of times. And it is what it is, though. We'll just have to keep just getting smarter. And I think enjoying ourselves is going to be good. And continuing to work towards our work promotion is going to be good. Because we're all trying to get to a place where we can travel, I'm sure. Hopefully. I mean, why wouldn't we want to be going on vacations? That's my ideal. That's what I think. And I see that happening. I swear. I am grateful for the spiritual lesson in the reverse. Because I don't think that they understand the lesson. Are you still looking for that one charger, honey?
No, I need my laundry basket.
You're oh well, you have 2 in there. Do you want to give me the brown one back when you're done? Yeah, I don't know where I put that other bag.
I have a brown one in there.
Well, it's in the up in the closet. Is that from Forrest?
Yeah, I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab my son home and I'm gonna grab the jacket from my uncle's house.
Okay, I love you. Thank you.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, take it. Just dump it on the floor, sweetheart. It's no problem. There's one up in your closet, though, with like a bunch of shit from Forrest. If you wanted, you can empty that out and bring it down, too. And if you see anything in there that's not... Alright, we have the Knight of Cups in the reverse. That's you in the past with this Knight of Wands, which was different. You guys had a different energy. And do you want me to cook dinner? Are you hungry?
No, it's fine.
You're not hungry?
No.
Alright, Knight of Wands and Knight of Cups difference is, well, Cups is always love. Wands is somebody who has the potential to either manifest or use their fucking sexy parts. Wands is all about fucking sex or fucking work ethic. Basically manifestation. Wands doesn't necessarily mean work ethic. It means they can manifest. They're good at manifesting, which means that they just understand how to get what they want. So that doesn't always be a good thing when it comes to a wand, especially a knight. When you're Knight energy, we are all still basically between the ages of fucking realizing sex was amazing and realizing people didn't want to fuck us as much anymore. We were a few kids deep. They're right before that. That's where they remain. And they see a Knight of Wands gets to a point where they just stay within a stage of being able to have the freedom of life. It's like when you graduate high school, and a Knight of Wands is somebody who's a little bit of an aspiring youngster who might have just got a great position. It's a cute little handsome dude who gets a fucking good career and you get your car. It's when you're feeling your fucking youthful self. You're fucking a lot of bitches. And you can pretty much, you at this time, you can do anything you want to do. It's the same with girls too. But girls are usually pretty invested into love when they're young. That's the dumb shit about girls. Guys, really, they're pretty good about just boning bitches during that time period, which is good, I guess, because that whole thing is a time for us to enjoy ourselves. It's a time for you to be building your career. That's why they recommend don't have a baby until you're 26 to 30, because your body is actually young. You're not supposed to have babies until after 26, just so you guys know in case you didn't know that. You're not developed enough yet to be mature enough to not make mistakes that later on you will regret. Your children will live a much better life that you will be proud of, and you will not have to explain later. And it's a fact. So just save yourself the fucking and your children fucking sorrow. Had I known that, I think I would have just done things differently. I don't know. When you tell somebody that they don't know what love is when they're young, this right here, Knight of Loves, you guys, fuck yeah, you loved each other. The Cups is all about love. And this person's all about fucking manifestation and fucking, and especially in their younger years, you were probably drawn to somebody who was fucking fine as fuck. Some of you were not. You should have maybe stayed with the ugly girlfriend. From my experience, the ugly girlfriend be serving the fuck out of her man. Unless she's some men don't date beautiful women a lot too because they think they're intimidating. they don't approach them, or maybe they think that fucking because everybody hits on them, like they don't want to deal with it. So no matter what your excuse is, there's no excuse ever for never doing nothing. You can have a solid ass reason, but you can't say that, like, I don't want to date her because she gets a lot of attention. That's actually you being insecure with yourself, saying that she's going to cheat. That's not saying that she has a lot of, I mean, yeah, she does, but like, why would that fucking matter? People are going to be faithful or not faithful either way, dude. Cheating is typically not, it has nothing usually to do with the person that you cheated on, they cheated on. Cheating is a habitual issue, and it's addicting. Sex is addicting. You gotta figure out where you're, if that's the case, I get that, but I see that's all coming to a pass for you. Fuck that, we're not gonna go into life skills. Okay, I'm trying to get better at that. I wanna always teach life skills every time. All right, so I see that that's coming to an end, and what I see that possibly was the reason for that ending is because you're about love. This person looked lovely, they used lovely words, they spoke manifestation. You realized that they were somebody who, as we explained just a minute ago, was stuck literally in the age of fucking pretty much turning into a senior, and then they got stuck still trying to look hot or be popular. They're kind of stuck still basically in that stage of life right there. Whether they want to look good, they do actually want attention from other people in this stage. You want opportunities, basically, is the best word when you're a knight. Both of you did. Both of you wanted opportunities. That's normal. But when you have a reversed knight, they're cocky, they might cheat, they might lie, they might take you for granted, and they're fake. Because when shit don't go this person's way, all of a sudden, it's a game changer for these people. And also, they don't put in their part of the work. And they never finish the plans they start. That's a reversed knight. A forward knight would be you following your dream, graduating college, and buying a house and going with the plan of action that you had. That's good. It would be a faithful person. So you could still be all the same ages in a night, but it's like, are you fucking bullshitting people basically? Do you get a job and lose a job, get a job and lose a job? Like, it's about inconsistency or consistency. That's where you're looking at with the night energy. Every one of us realizes at some point we're getting older. And whether you get a gray hair, you lose hair, you get stretch marks, you have kids. Some people just have full-blown realizations about how they treat people, and that other partners have said similar things, and then even they feel bad. They're like, fuck, dude, I guess I treated that person pretty shitty. You know, if Martha's saying I did it too, I did. That's all. If you had that, you're a good person. Just call your mate and then tell them, hey, I want to let you know that I was just thinking, I don't know, you know, even if you're broke up, who cares? Those opportunities to have those realizations are a big deal, and those are blessings from the universe. Like, to have those realizations, to be able to fucking feel bad. Go ahead and always call those people, text them. I call and text anyone always. It doesn't matter what we have. I even text Zeke's girlfriend, Brooke, who's the fucking baloney nipples that I fucking talk about on fucking YouTube. I'm not afraid to tell a bitch I don't like you, and I'm sorry at the same time. It doesn't matter, but I thought, you know what's funny? I didn't know they were breaking up the night, and I had one of those epiphanies, and I thought, I'm gonna call that bitch and tell her fucking, you know, maybe she's not that bad, but I was wrong. Oh, she was that bad. Dude, that night, actually, they were literally going through a full-blown breakup, fighting over the kids I didn't even know. And I was literally texting her, telling her that, you know, that their family was important and that hopefully they're doing great. And I don't know, I don't even remember exactly what I said, but it was pretty sappy. It was pathetic. And they literally, the kids and them were all being separated, and they had never got back together. And I bet you she probably thinks that I said that shit just because Zeke's she thinks me and Zeke were going to get back together, which we don't want to. But I bet you anything she probably thinks that I said that sorry, because her and Zeke were fighting, and I was trying to, like, smooth it over for Zeke, but I totally wasn't. It was actually natural. I don't care who you are, though, is the example. Just say, if you have something that you want to apologize for, don't be afraid to do that. Do that. It's a good thing. Oh, by the way, this is Zeke Boo. I took the pictures down out of the house because it's been triggering my daughter a lot. It's been since 2016 we broke up, but he really took great care of my kids. So this is Zeke Poo. He is my little native boyfriend, and we broke up at 16, but at 19 years old, this young man took on all of my fucking kids, CPS case, and my fucking everything, dude. And I will always love him for that, dude. We were together for 8 years, and, dude, my heart just goes out to that shit, man. To have somebody in your life that fucking takes on all that, bro, I don't even know. It was just, so that's where you want to just really remember your people. And he's also the same one that I talk about, the fucking shotguns at me, and fucking I woke up with bullets in my mouth, too. So, it's not about that they are not. When you guys are going through relationships, part of how you're going to be the best person for your next person is you got to understand and see those two things I posted like I just said right there. Like, who the fuck ever says that? I don't know. I say shit like that. I would be the one that say he's such a great guy and then tell you that fucking, but I didn't, I still, like, it's just a weird thing to be able to see somebody, like, for both sides. Like, just because somebody makes a mistake and does something wrong doesn't mean that you should forget the great things that they did. No, I'm not gonna do that. It's just all dirty and shit, bro. Yeah, you gotta remember they're good. Remember they're good. And it is true, guys, that the person that we love and feel most comfortable with, you will be the rudest too. It's a weird thing that happens, but we do. So if somebody's being super fucked up to you, and you're like, why do they fucking treat me like that and everybody else they treat different? Well, that's because they have to be fake around everybody else. You're the only one they can actually be their true self with, because you know that they're normally a bitch. So anytime and it's crazy that you would think that, but you're like, dude, that's actually true. People, think about it. At work, when somebody's rude to you, or your boss is rude, you don't tell that stupid ass bitch, shut the fuck up, like you wanna. Like you're gonna want, bitch, shut the fucking mouth. Yeah, literally, you don't. You're like, okay, and then you go to the back room and you're like, hey, you fucking dumb bitch. Or you're like, I'm gonna quit. Whatever you do, you didn't call Ghostbusters. But basically, like, when you get home, you walk right through the door and they're like, hey, mom, you're like, what do you want? Or like, if they call you, like, what do you want? And then, like, we would never say that shit to a lot of people, bro. So we do have at all times the ability to literally be exactly what the fuck we need to be successful. It's that we choose to forget our skills pretty much from home to public. So I thought about that once. I thought, I want to start talking to my family. You know, when I'm complaining, I want to start talking to them like I would if I was managing the salon. And the students, I do thousands and thousands of one-on-ones, and I've never had to yell at a student. And I've been a teacher for fucking 11 years, and I've been doing the corporate management for 13. Never once had to deal with that. So why the fuck is it so easy to come home to our partner, or our children, or our family and talk mean? The reason is because we actually feel the most comfortable with them. And even though it sounds really terrible, it is also kind of beautiful to know that somebody that doesn't have proper communication or understanding actually loves you. So just know that. However much effort you both put into an argument is how much they love you versus you love them. So if you're begging and pleading for them to talk or listen and they never do, and when they do, it lasts only a couple minutes and it makes very little sense, that's how much they love you. That's how much you matter. And how much you're giving is how much you feel like they matter, and vice versa. So you can always look at that as a fucking weight ratio without them. You don't need another person to say what the fuck you need to say. What they say should not affect what you are feeling or doing. Like, you could be open-minded and realize that you were wrong. Creation. You have been creating them. And that's what I was like gonna say earlier, dude. When everybody around you has been saying all this time, bro, don't do that, don't do this, you never believed it. And it's a rare group of people like us. I call us dreamers. I call us the Villain Bloods. Take your shit and go. I call us the Villain Bloods now because we're a bunch of convicts. Fucking some of us are overcoming a lot of shit that fucking really we couldn't talk about. And I say that we couldn't talk about it because of many fucking reasons. Even when I was with Zeke, I didn't tell anybody that we were fighting the way that we were because I was scared CPS would take my kids. And we live a life of like blackmail. And that is exactly what I was living. I was being blackmailed 24/7 by my family. I was being voice recorded. I was being video cameraed. I was being turned in left and right to the cops and to CPS. And basically I said, I fucking realized, dude, holy shit, dude, I am not going to, I kept extending my fucking experience with the system is what would happen. Years passed, one summer, the year of 2007 with James, their dad, who's dead. One summer cost me a good solid 12 years of court, back and forth, and treatment and everything that you can think of. But as you begin to learn from the right mentors, because that's the funny thing about what all these people that put you down will send you right to, is paid help. And if you're somebody who's different than your family or anybody that's ever put you down, you're going to be interested in what anybody else had to fucking say, because it's a new way of life. And that's what you've done. You've taken all of your experiences, which were a double tower, that's very fucking powerful. You've been fucked over with family, and you've been fucked over with your lovers. You've been fucked over in every area. At work, but not anymore. And everybody's going crazy now that you're fucking leaving is what it looks like. You're hungry in the reverse. You're not hungry for understanding anymore on this matter. Money to you ain't shit, bro. Fucking sex ain't shit for fucking most of us. They're true fucking bosses. Like, we don't give a fuck. Like, good sex is great. It's also addicting. And I cut anybody out every time I start feeling emotionally connected. Just because I'm focused on this right here. And when you have to question if somebody's good enough for you, or if somebody ever questions you, fuck that shit, bro. No, there's no question ever. I'm not that type of person, and you will just know when you've met your person, there won't be question. You won't be thinking about it. I was going to say, though, that your last one, and you just didn't work out because when you offer your love, you're being serious. You're somebody who knows how to both work and love. You're a family man and a businessman and woman. Like, you were looking for, at this time of your life with the person, you're still, for whoever I'm talking to, I feel like a lot of you would still love to have a family-like setting with your woman or man. You would rather be settled in at home and being around him and having dinner and more of a family-like life. Even if you made money, I feel like you're at an age now where the old you, the night you, if you would have got this opportunity as the night you, the younger version of you, fuck yeah, you would have came into this opportunity and you would have fucking had night lights and fucking action and fucking bought your fast car and you would have done all that shit. But you have actually, you ended up staying most of your, this opportunity probably came and went, but it was a different one back then. You missed an opportunity in the past, basically, to be with your Knight of Wands partner in the past, your toxic relationship. But that's okay, because I feel like this is positive. The fact, even though they fucking have been stressing you out, bro, this new version, this new mature you is gonna do so much more with the fucking opportunity that you're about to get because of all of the shit you've went through with this fucking past person. This person put you through so much that you have been well trained in many things that we're going to be in this big world of opportunity that you're about to enter. And in the world of opportunity, it's really about money and it's about status. So, had you been worried about that, which we are, you were worried about that with this fucking past toxic lover. That's why we fucking let him treat us like shit. That's why we fucking let our family run us into the ground. That's why the fuck we take rap for shit fucking we don't do. And they still tell people we did. Dude, it'll be their fucking bullshit. And then we do all these nice things for them. And then they go and spread rumors that we got busted. You're like, I took the rap for you, you fucking dumbass bitch. Literally. That's how they do shit. And literally, like, you've just been through so much. And, like, had you actually gained this prosperity during that chapter of your life, think about all of the fucking heartbreak you would be going through right now, probably in extreme debt. Because the younger version of you believed in all of the homies and the bitches that you now are going bankrupt over, because the 20 to 30-year-old version of you honestly would have definitely blew it with your friends. So it's a good thing. You would never consider a lot of times if you couldn't find any natural reason to like them, which you should be able to, just like what I was telling you about Z. I can remember every time we went camping, it was amazing. But then I also remember by the middle of the day, it was fucking wasted, and I hated that. But I still remember loving the first part of the day. You can't take away the good memories just because they did something bad. That will help you increase the way that you feel and your results a lot faster just by remembering the good. That you also need to understand that if you guys haven't overcame and you would like to see this become something that you're headed towards, yeah, Universal Mother in the reverse and Sanctuary in the reverse. I knew I was picking up on that. So some of you guys have not forgiven and you would like to see opportunities come. Well, you deserve opportunities and they're waiting for you, and the feeling that you have is true. But you are not allowed to move forward in your life unless you have actually made amends and dealt with what you've already created. So, I'm hungry. It's time to cook dinner. But, you can't do that. Even if you think somebody fucked you over. If you can think, you have to search your whole mind like you're cleaning a house. Pretend that your mind is a house and you're moving out. You have to clean it like you're getting your deposit back. That's what it's about. We have to release it completely. Literally, think of a brand new house. You're buying it, whether you're moving into it or you're moving out. If you want to move forward with your life, you have to clean it as if you're getting your deposit back for an apartment you are renting. Or an inspection. It's that much. Like, OSHA's coming to town, clean your fucking school, whatever it is. Like, it's to that degree. If you miss anything, you will get fined. You will get put on blast and you will get a violation by the universe with kindness, because they're teaching you how to stop carrying dead ass weight into the new. This is what you used to do. You used to think you were moving forward. We all did. We think we're moving forward, so we work harder and not smarter. And we exhaust ourselves in relationships, picking up other people's slack, helping our families, all these fucking other people. And you're probably just like, I still to this day, 30 years later, like who I am. And nothing's changed about that. Nothing's also changed about the people in their mindset that ever didn't like you or life. People that speak about hating life they do. They really do hate it. It's not a joke. And when you hate something, how often does what anyone say or do change that? It doesn't. Some people just learn to shut the fuck up and let people even still try to convince them of doing different. But even the best of the people that know they're not gonna know, bro, only a bitch fucking does what the fuck somebody who disrespects them does, literally. So even today, I don't let people disrespect me just because I make amends. I can call Zeke up and be there for him. And when he went through his breakup, I briefly was. And he's blocked currently because he likes to talk shit, and I don't put up with that. So it's not about getting any result in particular. You don't even know if this person is going to actually fucking say sorry to you. When Zeke pulled the gun out on me in front of my son. My son moved out. And I was just so sad that my son saw Zeke do that. I tried to keep everything on the low for so many years, and I just wanted him to do what any normal person I thought would do, and go right to him, because we raised him together. I don't know. My son was like, it was a really sad day, but he did it, and he never did talk. He never did talk to Skylar man to man and say, "I'm really sorry for doing that," which now is gonna. My son more than likely will probably do that at some point, because that's what trauma does. The only way to fix an error is, honestly, to fucking promptly have a realization. In my opinion, delayed realizations are not good people. It's bad enough to do something crazy as fuck. I could have put him in jail that day for a long time, for a lot of things. And he never did say sorry. He just recently, actually the phone call probably that I blocked him, maybe 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. He finally out of nowhere fucking said sorry for strangling me. Unconscious, and I woke up in the kitchen. And a bullet was in my mouth and his foot over my mouth. And I'll never forget that day, dude. I started to get like PTSD a lot of times. About like I couldn't even brush my teeth, couldn't be in the car. I was always freaking out that I was gonna get choked. That I was gonna like have like lack of oxygen issues. And on top of that, my boss hung himself and I found him. So between both things, it was like a lack of oxygen PTSD all the way, dude, for like a year or two. It was no joke. I ended up finally leaving. And I'm really glad that I did. So I did not tell anybody either. I just was scared all of the fucking time because CPS was in my life prior. Because I had family that blackmailed me. And I was thinking, why would you have been in these relationships that are so toxic? Why don't we leave? Because we compare abuse when we're with abusive people in our whole life, when our parents are fighting in front of us, when you fight as siblings, there's anger in their home. Everybody's fighting. You actually didn't learn how to be nice, to be honest, is what I learned. I also was never respected. It was normal for me to be abused by somebody at all times, is what the fuck I realized as I gained better mentors. And that's what life is if you're somebody who's an outcast. You're an outcast for a fucking reason. When people are trying to switch us over to their dynamic is very, very satanic. The things that these type of people do to other people are cruel. They are low vibrational to the lowest of the vibrations. They are ongoing. And unfortunately for these people, they don't actually change throughout their entire lifetime. And I'm just so glad, honestly, you never believed them. I'm glad you didn't fit in. Everybody that fits in is worried about, to this day at any age, being cool, being popular, status, 3D status. It's stupid. Once you become spiritual and pretty much no longer religious, you become so much more available for opportunity. When you limit yourself by another person's restrictions and rules, I'm going to go into a second, but when you are limited by somebody else's restrictions and rules and it's not even what you want to do, that is not living. That is not following fucking, you're not down here to fucking put them as number one. Their opinion should never fucking go above your own or God. So for those of you who fucking stood by your fucking dreams and you do what you fucking say you're going to do and what you want to do, and you also respect other people, even though they continue to disrespect you, big ass fucking opportunities are happening, and that cycle of motherfucking life is closed. Cycles of life down, dude. That shit's done, and it's been a long time coming. I love you. Hi, Neil. Neil, you gotta catch me on my other one. Hi, Sam. I love you, Sam.